If you're only coming in for a single day before the government expires, the only possible thing you could do is rubber stamp a CR and just kick the football down the road. So this is just another example of the House of Representatives, ever since they got rid of Speaker McCarthy, just not being able to do their homework on time and basically getting nothing done.
Welcome to The Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Bedford, and I'm here with commentary editor Conn Carroll. And Conn, House is in recess right now. It was supposed to be until March 5th. They are coming back a few days early, but the Washington Examiner had an editorial this week that they left a lot of homework unfinished before they left town.
They sure did. Not only is Ukraine foreign aid bill still out there, along with Israel and Taiwan, which I think is a growing issue, but perhaps more importantly, the federal government is only funded through March 1st. And so that, of course, was before March 5th. So they pushed back their recess to an end of a Thursday. So it's only partially a week. So they're coming back on the 28th, which is a Thursday, just so they can come in for one day before the government expires, which means if you're only coming in for a single day before the government expires, the only possible thing you could do is rubber stamp a CR and just kick the football down the road. So this is just another example of the House of Representatives, ever since they got rid of Speaker McCarthy, just not being able to do their homework on time and basically getting nothing done.
Is a CR something that conservatives are angry about? I mean, is this like a contingency Johnson was planning for? Or?
Possibly, maybe. It depends on how long the CR is. If Johnson is able to say, look, we want a full CR, meaning that we don't revisit this and play this little game for a full year as opposed to 2 months, 3 months, 8 weeks, whatever. So at that point, there would be some automatic spending cuts that would kick in. And so there are members of the Freedom Caucus that are pushing for a full year CR.
Wait, not to be interrupted and betray my ignorance, but what would be the difference between a CR that goes the rest of the year and an appropriations bill that goes the rest of the year? Why not just do the appropriations bill then?
Oh, well, so the House actually was kind of plugging along doing a bunch of appropriations bills right up until McCarthy got ousted. Johnson has tried 3 or 4 times to bring full appropriations bills. Appropriations bills are small, they deal with set departments, smaller chunks of the government. He's tried to bring a couple of those to the floor, and every single time it's fallen apart. Trying to get from the Rules Committee to the floor, there's been some type of faction within the House Republicans, whether sometimes conservative, sometimes moderates, that have torpedoed it, and they've just failed to pass an appropriations bill since Johnson's become Speaker.
So there's no risk, it sounds like, of a shutdown because the intention is to do a CR. How big is the risk in this?
Moderate. I mean, most people believe they'll just come into town, tee up whatever the Senate has ready, and keep it open for another.
Because then there'd be a shutdown during Biden's State of the Union, right? Why hand him that hammer to hit them with? So aid to Ukraine.
Yes.
Your fave topic lately.
Okay.
Is it going to pass the House? Is that there's still a chance for it decoupled from the border deal that also fell apart? Or are we looking at just sort of an indefinite pause on Ukraine aid till maybe after the election, for example?
Oh, no, I think they're going to get something before that, whether it's a discharge position or whether Johnson strikes some type of deal with the White House and Schumer. I do think you're going to see Ukraine aid move.
Would Johnson sort of invite a massive, mutiny if he were to strike a deal with Schumer and Democrats about something conservatives feel so strongly about?
Possibly. He came in with a clean slate, but just the inaction, the constant, whether it's on FISA reform or other issues, kind of flip-flopping on where his strong lines are, there is a growing unease in the caucus with his leadership.
Well, Conn, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
You can get more reporting from Conn and the rest of the commentary team at washingtonexaminer.com.